Welcome back. In this video, we shall learn how to write a CSS syntax, which means we shall learn how CSS is written. Firstly, let's go to our browser to see what we have here in our HTML file. And this is what we have. My CSS class. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Migrant Solutions 2019/2020. Now let's get back. Now I want to style everything here and add colors to it. So to style this, let's go into our CSS file. The first thing you do when you want to style an element is to identify a selector attached to that element. So if I want to style my heading tag here, which is my CSS class, I will use h3 as my selector in my CSS file. So I can say h3 background color, set it to blue, and set the color to white. Now let's save this, go back to our browser and see what we have. As you can see, my heading tag now has a background color of blue and a text color of white. Now let's go to the next line and see what we have. We have our paragraph tag here. Now let's style our paragraph tag. Do not, not do not, oh, do not. Now let's style our paragraph tag. To style our paragraph tag, we come here, we go to a new line outside this curly brackets. We come to a new line here and we say P. P is our paragraph tag. For now, we only have one paragraph tag inside our HTML document. When it comes to a case where you have over 70 paragraph tags in one HTML file, because definitely when building a website, you can have over 100 paragraph tags in a website. So when it comes to a situation like that, what you do is you could use the class attributes or the ID attributes. But for now, let's just style our paragraph tag. Let's come over here to the CSS and say background color, let's say green, and let's say color red. I know this is not the best combination of colors you would see online, but it's just for learning's sake. Now let's, as you can see, that has been effected. Now let's style our small tag. If you notice, you see our small tag has a class attribute set to a value of small class. Now I would want us to style the small tag using the value of our class attributes, which is small class. And like I said in the previous video, to style a class, use the dot notation to call the value of the class, in our case small class. Let's say background color, let's say yellow, and color, let's say white. Let's save this. Let's refresh our browser to see what we have. You can see it right there. It's yellow. The reason the yellow color is not spanning across the whole page like we have here and here is because we have a break tag right here. And like I said, the break tag is used to break the line to a new line. So that's why you have the color not spanning across the whole page. Now let's style our next tag, which is still a small tag but with an ID of small ID. Now I would want us also to use the ID as our selector in our CSS file. Like I said earlier, to use an ID as a selector, you use the hash sign and call the value of the ID attributes, in our case small ID, and let's set the background color to brown, and let's set the color to black. Now let's save that and let's refresh our browser to see what we have. As you can see, this is how to write CSS. After the selector, you type your curly brackets, then you give it a property here. This is called a property, and this is the value of the property. This is called a property also, and this is the value of the property. There are lots of properties in CSS. You can also go online yourself and search for more properties and how to use them. And don't forget to end each statement with a semicolon here. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, and don't forget to ask questions in the comment section. I'll always be there to respond to your questions. Thank you very much.